So we are going to get into the virtual interview. I'm going to go over a few things, and then we're going to talk back with Joey in very shortly, and then after he's done, we're going to come back and do questions and so forth. But what's happening now is amazing. Is the face-to-face interview now is gone virtual, and you're going to Zoom GoToMeetings for interviews. And instead of the employer sitting across from the employer, and they're watching every move that you make, you're interviewing just like I'm talking to you right now. I'm asking you questions, that kind of stuff. And it gives you a really, just a few months or 10 weeks ago, this was, if you got a Zoom interview request, you'd be, oh my God, this is, I'm scared. And all everybody's been on is Zoom or GoToMeeting now. Any business person has that all day long. It's replaced the face-to-face in the interim. For interviewing, I'm almost positive that Zoom interviews, even in a great economy, are going to go skyrocketing, only because it saves so much time for companies, and they can get the same type of information from you, see your nonverbal communications, as well as who you are. So that's why these things are so important. But here's some really quick tips, and then Joey's going to show you how to set it all up too. But the you can go to Zoom, GoToMeeting, create your free account. You can send a link to one of your friends, and then you can practice interviewing, record it, and then you'll see what you look like and all that other stuff, what your backgrounds, all that stuff looks like. You can't do this on a cell phone. If you don't have well, you can, but it's very hard to do. But if you have a laptop and you don't have one, the Chromebooks are 129 bucks, and they're awesome, and they work really, really well. You got to invest something in your career, but those Chromebooks are excellent little laptops, especially for this, and they have like 12 hours of battery life. You can use a cheat sheet. Think about anybody that's on television doing the news. They read off a teleprompter. You can have all your accomplishments on the teleprompter. The number one thing for job seekers when you leave an interview is the fact that you leave the interview and you come in and say, "Oh man, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that." You can prepare all that and put it on nice big things right in front of you. It would be on the other side of the camera screen, and that way you wouldn't even have to look like you're looking at something else. It's your own teleprompter. Make sure you dress nice. I've done 4 or 5 of these interviews. I'm shocked at how people look at these things. I guess they think since they're at home they can dress any way they want, and I guess that's true. But if you're going for a job, stand out, and put the dogs away and the kids away and that kind of stuff. Close all the windows on your computer, and most of all, these interviews right now today are going to be about whatever's on that job description, and most likely it's going to be 1 or 2 skills that are needed. Right now, the hiring people that are hiring are looking for very, very focused skill sets. So really prepare yourself. If you do 10 different things and one of them's the thing that you're applying to, just focus on that during these interviews. As much as you want to tell them how great you are and all the other things that you do, you really, really, really have to focus on that, and you'll be absolutely amazed at how well that interview will go, and your preparation for it. So, Joey, take out the other side of this and show them how to set all this stuff up.
All right. So, as you can see, there we go. Setting yourself up to look awesome doesn't have to cost you anything. I've got a couple little tricks here that I'm going to show you on how to have a clean background so people are focusing on what you have to say. And again, it's stuff that's just laying around the house. So got my duct tape. I know everybody has one of these boxes laying around the house. Check your garage if you haven't recycled them. Keep those. This is a desk lamp. It's a simple desk lamp. It's a cheap one. These are the ones that they have at Walmart, I think for $7, something like that. But I'm going to actually give you guys a little demonstration, and we're going to switch cameras to my laptop, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, but before I do that, I want to show you how to set yourself up. So as far as lighting goes with this lamp, notice that I'm not aiming it at my face. I'm actually going to position it over the camera, but behind my laptop. And of course, I'm covering my face. And then I turn the light on. So what does that do? It gives me soft light coming to my face without being too harsh. If I do this, and I'll show you in a second on my little camera, it's going to be really, really harsh on your face. You're going to blow yourself out and they won't be able to see you. The other thing is for positioning, let me move over this way, is the box. At this angle, the height of my desk, my laptop camera is low. So it looks like I'm looking down on somebody. Now, this goes back to like old school etiquette stuff, but what you want, and again, this counts for selfies too, is you want to raise your camera up just a little bit so that it's eye level, so that you're at the same level as the people you're talking to. And what you do is you tilt that camera forward just a little bit, and that gives you a nice angle on your face. So the other trick is, while we were on break there, or while I was on break there for a second, I grabbed a roll of duct tape and a white sheet and I taped it to the wall. This gives you a nice clean background so that people can see you and focus on you. So I'm going to shut off the studio lights for 1 second and then switch cameras. I'll be right back. So it looks dark on here because our studio camera is set up for something else, but here you can see that it's a nice clean background. My face is evenly lit. It's a little bit wrinkly here, but I had it thrown on the floor, so I didn't get a chance to iron it while Roger was talking. But you can see how clean I am. You can see that, you know, we can have a conversation. I'm looking right into the camera. The light is lighting my face properly. Now, if you have a noisy home like I do with 2 kids running around, headphones are key. Now, if you can't afford the $130 for the Chromebook, I highly recommend getting a tripod. These are $25 on Amazon. It holds your iPhone, and you can set it up the same way that the laptop is set up. So it's steady. You're not shaking the camera around. You don't want the person interviewing you getting sick because the camera's moving too much. So see if I have anything else. That's it. I mean, those are really simple tips and tricks. Now, last week we went way into depth and did a how to look your best in your jammy pants with the chamber. Dorothy's going to drop the link to it in the chat in a second there, but that's what I got, Roger. We're going back to you.
Excellent. That's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. The video interview, I believe, like I was saying earlier, I think it's here to stay, and it especially from a timing standpoint as well for companies. So I'm pretty excited about what that might mean. If it'll actually free up the employer to do even more interviews in a shorter period of time.